What is the difference between int16, int32 and int64? The difference between all of these data types is the size and the capacity. So when I say the capacity, you can think about like int16 is like 2 beer bottles. int32 is like 4 beer bottles, right? And int64 is like 8 beer bottles, right? So what do I mean by beer bottles here is 2 bytes. So this is of 2 bytes, this is of 4 bytes, and this is of 8 bytes. So that's the capacity, right? So int16 can store like value maximum up to 2 bytes. int32 can store a value maximum like 4 bytes, and int64 can store up to 8 bytes, right? So you must be asking then, okay, so what is the size exactly? So if you want to get the size, like for example, let us try to get the size of int16. So if you say console.writeLine, so we can go and say int16, what is the maximum value you can store and what is the minimum value, right? In the same way, you can go and you can put a console.writeLine for int32. Let us do that. So if you see here, so what is for int32, the max value, what is the mean value? In the same way, what is the max value for 64 and what is the max value for mean value for 64, right? So if I run this program out here, you will see some maximum and minimum value range, right? So there it is. I'm running my program. So you can see, okay, so there it is. So int16 can range from 32767 to minus 32768. So you can see all the integer values. You can see this is for the int32 minus to plus. Again, this one also int64 minus to plus, right? So all these int16, int32, int64 are signed numbers. Signed numbers means, they can have both positive values as well as negative values. So you must be thinking now, so how did this value derive? How did this 32767 derive? So remember I said, 2 beer bottles, 4 beer bottles, and the 8 beer bottles, right? So when you say 2 bytes, when I say 2 beer bottles means 2 bytes. So here we say 2 power to 16 because 1 byte is 8 bit. So 2 byte will be 16. So the size maximum it can store is 65536. If you see now, you'll be saying like, okay, Shiv, you said 65536, but we see 32767. So divide this 65536 by 2, right? So you can see now we have 32768. So from minus 32768 to plus 32768. Well, hey Shiv, this is not 32768. It is, if you look at the positive sign, it is actually 32767. So 1 byte less. So this one has 1 byte less, right? It has 1 byte less, because for the sign, remember we have a sign out here. So for this sign, 1 byte needs to be reserved. So that's why, the value is from 32767 to 32768. In the same way, you can go and calculate for other things out here, like 4 beer bottles, the 4 bytes. So I can say here 4 to the power, now remember like 16. So that is 4 to 49, and then divide by 2, right? So divide by 2, and that is 2147, whatever, right, the value, and minus 1, for the sign, right? So basically the difference between int16, int32 and int64 is that the size, so one is of 2 bytes, another can store the maximum value of 4 bytes, and the other one can store the maximum value of 8 bytes, right? If you ever try to put value which is more than this, for example, if I copy this is 32768. So must be, I can just put it here, 32768, right? You can see now it is trying to throw me an exception saying that I can't store this, right? So if I go and make it 7, 1 less, he says, okay, I can do this. So you can see any value which is maximum more than its capacity, it will actually start giving you an exception, right? So all of these values are small peg, medium peg, and large peg, right? Now it's very difficult to remember this int16, int32, and int64, right? So what the C# people have done, they have created synonyms. So you can say this as short, you can say this as int, and you can say this as long. So these are synonyms, these are alias. So it's very difficult to remember this 16, 32, and 64. So short, int, and long. And also, if you are thinking about saying that, okay, I don't want the sign, I want it to be unsigned. So let us say that if you are saying that, no, like these are signed numbers, which is good, but then there are situations, where you are not really interested in the negative values, right? So what you can do is that you can use the U version of this. So we have something called as the U short, we have something called as the U int, right? We have something called as the U int, and we have something called as the U long. In the same way, you have something called as the U int16, you have U int32, and U int64. So U stands for values, only from 0 to the positive sign. So U means unsigned, not the negative value, right? So summing up, what is the difference between int16, int32, and int64? It is the capacity, right? First one, capacity of 2, 4, and 8. What is this int? This int is nothing but it is an alias to int32, right? So the short, int, and long are alias, right? So they are like user-friendly words out there, right? And finally, we also have an unsigned version of this. So you have something called as a U short, U int, and U long, and so on, right? So if you really like this video, what you can do is that you can go and you can hit the subscribe button, which is down below. And also you can go and visit my site here, questpon.com, which has lots of these kind of videos, which are related to MVC, which are related to .NET Core, which are related to fundamentals, which are related to SQL Server, right? So go ahead, hit my subscribe button and stay connected with me. Happy learning. Thank you very much.